Cleaner California air. That's the goal of a new bill. How shopping for a new car will look a lot different in the Golden State in the coming years. And a sweet treat for man's best friend, the new ice cream made just for dogs.
The Rundown, brought to you by Goal Zero.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. California regulators voted to ban the sale of new cars powered by gas by 2035. That means all new cars, trucks, and SUVs need to be either electric or powered by hydrogen. This will be phased in by 2026. 35% of all new vehicles sold must be zero emission. By 2030, it has to be 68%. Reaction is mixed.
I think it's exciting. I think it's progressive. It's really interesting, and it's probably the right thing for our environment.
We must be able to just charge and go, which right now we're not able to. We have to map that out. However, with gas, as expensive as it is, we can still just fill and go. No problem. It takes 5 minutes.
It's important to note used cars that run on gas can still be sold in California after 2035, and there will be a limited number of new hybrid cars that will also be allowed on the market. Health leaders confirm there are now more than 1,300 cases of monkeypox in LA County, but they say the rate of spread appears to be slowing. We saw people taking part in this pop-up vaccine clinic at a North Hollywood nightclub Thursday night. It's a part of a countywide campaign from the nonprofit St. John's Community Health. Community leaders are efforting outreach campaigns to encourage anyone who's eligible for the vaccine to get it. Vanessa Bryant says she plans to donate proceeds from the $16 million judgment she won against LA County. The money will go to the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation. That's the nonprofit she created in memory of her late husband and daughter, Gianna. On Wednesday, a federal jury ordered LA County pay Vanessa Bryant $16 million over photos deputies and firefighters took and shared of the helicopter crash victims' bodies. She says donating the proceeds will shine a light on the legacy of Kobe and Gianna. All right, temperatures are finally cooling off, and it's just in time for the weekend. Meteorologist David Bigger is here with a look at your first alert forecast.
Heading into the weekend, temperatures look to cool off across the region. Enjoy it. It'll feel just like last weekend. Just keep in mind that as we get into next week, temperatures will start warming up once again. We have the basin forecast on top here, coastal forecast on the bottom. Low 80s for Friday, but as we get into Saturday and Sunday, upper 70s to low 80s. So much cooler, really nice. Early morning low clouds, afternoon sunshine. By the middle of next week, though, the basin temperature is already back into the upper 80s. Here's the inland spots. Valleys on top, IE forecast down below, mid 90s for Friday. As we get into Saturday and Sunday, upper 80s to the low 90s. So much cooler, but enjoy that again, because by the middle of next week, we're into the upper 90s and low 100s. Something you'll notice here for the desert locations, no chance of storms for the next couple of days, just a few clouds passing by, some high clouds for Friday. As we get into Saturday and Sunday, it looks quiet, a little bit cooler, warmer as we get into next week. And another spot with no storms would be the area mountains, I should say. Temperatures will be in the mid 70s for Friday. We're looking at cooler conditions for the weekend, and then getting into next week, we'll reach the low 80s with just a few clouds. That's a look at your forecast.
You may have seen it. This mysterious billboard has appeared near the 101 in Hollywood. It appears to target the state of Texas using the massacre of children in Uvalde. The billboard is at the corner of Cahuenga and Barham. It reads, "Don't move to Texas," and the Texas miracle died in Uvalde. The Texas miracle is believed to reference the state's regulatory model and economy. The billboards are also showing up in San Francisco. A public relations professor says the message is definitely confusing.
This is the lowest of the low. It's bizarre. It's amateurish. I'm not sure if it will even backfire because I'm not sure what it's designed to do.
The "Don't Move to Texas" is likely referencing the rise of Californians leaving for the Lone Star State. It's not clear who paid for the billboards. A family that lost everything in an apartment fire in Lincoln Heights last month now has a new home. On July 19th, the Benitez family woke up in the middle of the night to a wall of flames and smoke. Everyone got out safely, but the apartment where they had lived for almost 20 years was gone. They spent days living in a tent in a parking lot until several charities helped put them in a hotel. Well, now a group called PATH has helped them move into a new home.
I took things for granted. You know, I cherish everything that people give me, everything that we have. It's amazing.
This is the first time the Benitez children will have their own bedroom.
I'm a power blackout, and I'm going to put you in the dark. What is that?
It's the Yeti 3000X solar generator, a home backup system from Goal Zero. Take that, blackout.
Backyard swimming pools can make a hot summer day a little more bearable, right? That's why many homeowners look into building one. But some say they've been waiting months and months to dive in because of city and county holdups. And the NBC4i team has learned that delay could start costing homeowners a lot more money. Here's Carolyn Johnson.
We've been wanting to build a pool for years, probably since we moved in because we have such a great yard for it.
So Courtney Berman took advantage of low interest rates months back and refinanced her home, taking out cash to build a pool. She signed a contract with a pool builder in early February. They both thought Courtney would be swimming by now. Instead, they just broke ground. They point to delays with the City of LA's permit process for her standard pool. At one point, they say the plans were kicked back for a missing staple. Yes, a staple.
I feel like you just hear these nightmares about the city, and it's like, if I performed at my job that way, I would be fired immediately, and they would get somebody in there to do it.
Homeowners in Ventura County say the permit process there isn't any better. It took 7 months to get a permit for this standard pool.
We thought we'd be swimming by the summer, and here we are, staring at a hole.
Homeowners tell us the delays are frustrating enough, but the problem gets worse. Since the contracts were signed months ago, the cost of materials has skyrocketed. The homeowner's contractor, Michael Smith, told them he's not making any money.
I was nervous, 2 months in, like, is Mike gonna have to cancel the contract and just be like, hey, sorry, like, I can't make it work.
Per state law, Smith cannot bail on the job. He has to honor the contract he signed, and he can't increase the price.
90% of the time on these jobs, I'm just eating it and hoping for just keep the job good and happy.
Courtney says other contractors seem to be marking up their jobs to protect themselves in case prices go up during permit delays. She says she got bids 30 grand higher than what she's paying Smith. He doesn't like the idea of marking up his jobs, but says if LA City and Ventura County don't speed up the process, he'll likely have to.
Which really isn't fair to the homeowner. They're paying a ransom for maybe if the prices go up. But it's not great for word of mouth because then you could get the reputation of, oh, these guys gouge, these guys overcharge.
The I-Team asked the Departments of Building and Safety in both LA City and Ventura County about the permit holdups. They both insist that many standard pool plans, like Courtney's, are approved within a day. But they also said they've been short-staffed, and some offices only recently fully reopened since the onset of the pandemic. They tell us they are processing permit applications as quickly as possible. As for Courtney, she won't be swimming this summer.
We're hoping mid to late October. We're putting a jacuzzi in so we can use that all winter.
Her story is a reminder for anyone planning work on their home that needs a permit. Plan as far in advance as possible. Carolyn Johnson, NBC4 News.
Kids love pizza parties. Now imagine having one at Dodger Stadium. Some SoCal youngsters got to do just that. Students from the Long Beach Rescue Mission and the Boys and Girls Club of Long Beach were invited to the ballpark for a pizza making workshop. They got to meet former Dodger Andre Ethier and make a little pizza pie with him.
So it's supposed to be fun. They get to eat the pizza that they make. It's gonna go in an oven. They put their name on the paper and then it comes out of the oven and they get to eat it. They're getting glasses, all these goodies.
That sounds fun. The event was hosted by Bank of America and California Pizza Kitchen. Salt and Straw is introducing their own ice cream for dogs. It's called Pup Cup, and it's made just for man's best friend. So it's smooth coconut ice cream with bits of apples, carrots, and a sweet potato ribbon throughout. Sounds delicious, right? It's available now to order online, and hopefully your fur babies will like it. I mean, it sounds good. Like all this talk about pizza and ice cream, it's making me hungry, so I'm off to get a little snack for myself. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4, weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be here helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout your morning commute. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.